Earlier this week, I was weighing in at 252.6 pounds. This morning, I weighed in at 255.4 pounds. What happened? I weighed more than I weighed a week ago, and I will tell you why. If you're new here, my name is Tiara, and this is my channel, My Shot at Life, where I share my weight loss journey on a GLP-1. I started at 302 pounds at the end of August, and I am now at 255 pounds, which is a 47-pound loss. I don't know why, but this week was such a struggle. It was like I couldn't resist the temptations. It wasn't that I was like, oh, I'm craving this, like I really, really want this. But it was like, if I saw something, then I would have to have it. The carbs. Oh my gosh, the carbs that I've had this week. This week I had bread, I had pasta, I had chocolate, I had tacos, I had sugared strawberries and cream. It was very good. But I also had a lot of protein, and I had a lot of fiber and my vegetables, and I had fruits. I had healthy things this week, but I think I really kind of overdid it on the carbs. If you've heard me talk about this before, you know that carbs and we've been best buds. We love each other. I love it more than it loves me, but I really have struggled with carbs. So I've gained almost 3 pounds in this week. So here's how I'm feeling about all of this. I'm trying to give myself grace. It's one of my goals this year, and I'm really trying to just practice not beating myself up about these kinds of things. But mainly, I'm just wondering why? Why is it that other people can eat just normal stuff, and when I do, something like this happens? I don't understand. I can just gain the weight instantly, overnight, so quickly. Even if I've done really, really good, the weight will come off slowly, and then as soon as I mess up, it just comes right back. So sometimes I feel a little bit gypped because I just can't eat like normal people, I guess. With the carbs that I had this week and the sugar, I don't feel like I really overdid it. Most of what I had, it was just the one meal a day. There was one day where I had 2 meals. In fact, I had lunch. I had 2 chimichangas, kind of like a burrito. I had 2 of those. And then for dinner, I had broccoli and steak. I don't feel like that is going over my calories. I don't feel like that is going really overboard. But still, just from having that, I still gained weight. So I guess I just cannot eat normal. I will have to have some kind of a diet along with being on a GLP-1. I do want to use the GLP-1 more as a crutch to get me where I want to be, and then it should be this time frame where I can learn proper nutrition, learn proper portions, try to figure out hunger cues. But I've only been on this GLP-1 for about 4 months, and it's not like everything's going to happen right away. I won't be able to know all of that right away. If I can get down to a healthier weight, it will be way easier for me to figure out my hunger cues as my stomach starts to shrink, as I figure out how much food I need to have in my day for the energy that I'm going to expend. That will be a lot easier to figure out in a smaller body. Kind of going along with this, I actually didn't even feel much hunger this week. It was mostly just that I wanted certain foods. So I still couldn't eat a whole lot of the food. I would get full just from I guess a normal portion size. I would get full from that, and I'd be like, okay, I'm done, I'm good. But still, having all of those carbs, it still just made me gain weight. So I think that if you have a certain amount of calories in your healthy foods, like your protein, so like meat, I don't think that it's going to fit the same on your body as if you were to have the same amount of calories like in bread or sweets or stuff that I love. So because I didn't feel that kind of hunger, I actually have not dosed again this week. I kind of meant to. I've been moving my dose from Wednesday evenings to Thursday evenings because I'm trying to actually move it all the way until Sunday evenings. So Thursday night, I was supposed to dose, and I just kind of didn't feel like it. I thought about it, and I was like, well, if I feel hungry again tonight, then I will dose again. I never felt that way. And then I was supposed to dose yesterday, which is Friday, and I really actually meant to dose yesterday. I kept thinking about it all day, and I like to wait until the evenings because then overnight I like it to just kind of kick in, and then I don't feel the hunger the next day. But Friday I was supposed to dose, and I just forgot in the evening time. It was like, I don't know, 11 o'clock. I was still awake, and I was like, I probably should dose. And then that was the last I thought of it. So tonight I will dose. I will dose the 5 milligram dose tonight. I don't think dose day really matters that much. I think there's probably something that has to do with the 7 days, but I don't think that's a one size fits all. So here I am 2 days late. I kind of was hungry in the middle of the night last night. I woke up and was like, oh gosh, I'm hungry. But I haven't eaten yet today. I've had my collagen drink, I've had water, I've had my vitamins, and that's it. I do feel like it's time to eat. After I eat, I'm going to dose. I don't want to forget. I know that it would be a little bit easy probably for me to just push it until tomorrow because that's my goal dosing day is on Sundays, but I'm going to dose tonight. With working out, I've been pretty good. I've been doing the treadmill, and I do at least 20 minutes on the treadmill. So today I did 23 minutes. Yesterday I did 25 minutes. And I've actually done the treadmill every day this week, except Sundays. I don't do any kind of exercise on Sundays. And I've done pretty good on the treadmill. And that's all I've actually done this week is just the treadmill. I'm hoping that will change because I know that I need to start working my muscles. I did really good at working my muscles. Like maybe a couple months ago, I was really good at using weights and trying to keep my muscle mass intact and even building muscle. And I don't enjoy it as much. I like to do the treadmill because I can just kind of switch my brain off and watch YouTube videos, kind of be entertained at the same time. But with weights, I don't find it that enjoyable. I think it's just a lot of work and a lot of awkward positions and pushing myself in ways that I don't like to be pushed. So I need to get over that. I need to at least just have more discipline that way. So here's my plan going forward because I still want to have carbs, but I don't want carbs to be as big in my life as they were this week. So here is my plan. 1, I am not going to skip my collagen drink. I know sometimes I can't have it in the mornings if I'm too busy in the mornings. Mondays I teach all day long, and so I have to do a bunch of stuff Monday mornings. So sometimes it just doesn't get made. My drink does not get made, and that's fine. I just need to make it after my lessons are over, and then I can have it then. But I don't want to skip my collagen drink because it's almost a substitute for me, so that I'm getting kind of like that happy party in my mouth with having something to taste, but it's healthy and it's not too filling, but it makes me feel like I'm getting filled. So never skip my collagen drink. My next part of my plan is that I am only going to buy meats that I enjoy. My husband likes some different meats than I do, which is a different issue. But if we're going to have meat for dinner, it's got to be something that I enjoy. Because if it's not something that I enjoy, I will really push that as the last thing that I eat on my plate, and then it kind of won't get eaten. Also, if you think about it, that's kind of a waste of money, because if you just always push it to the end, then it becomes leftovers, and sometimes leftovers just sit in the fridge because you don't want to eat it anyway. And so it's just a waste of money, rather than I can spend a little bit more money on the meats that I do like and have that and get the nutrition from that. My next part of my plan is to remember that I can have eggs. I really love eggs. They're not hard to cook. They don't take a long time to cook. I really do not like to cook, but they don't take a lot of time. They're easy. I'm good at it. And I can have eggs. I just struggle with the amount of eggs to have because I've always had like 4 to 5 eggs. If I'm going to have eggs, I've always had that much. But sometimes it just is too much egg in one meal or one sitting. And so I think I just need to figure out like a good happy medium of the amount of eggs to have at a time. I think maybe like 3. 3 sounds good. I don't like having that odd number, but 3 sounds good. I've actually also found that I've been eating my vegetables first and then my protein, and that seems to do me pretty good. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to focus on having my vegetables, and eggs and vegetables, I kind of flip-flop them out. So sometimes I won't have vegetables, but I will have eggs. And then really focus on the meat. And then I can have like fruit if I want fruit because I love my blueberries. And then I will probably have a little bit of like dairy thrown in here and there. And then just like as like the cherry on top, I can have carbs if I still feel like it, which I always feel like carbs. But I think that if I fill up enough, then I can be like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. I don't need the carbs. So I had a fun experience earlier this week when I was like the 3 pounds lighter. And that was that I put on a shirt and pants too, obviously. Woo! But I put on a shirt and pants, and the shirt especially is actually kind of too big on me now. And it is a shirt that I've had, and I didn't actually like to wear it because the type of material and the size that it was on me, it didn't lay well. It when I would like bend over or something or like lift my arms up, then it would just come up over my stomach, and then it would just stay there no matter what I wore on the bottom, or if I'd walk, it would just kind of shimmy its way up. And now it is big enough on me that it doesn't come up on me at all. And it's really been interesting to see. And I'm like, I used to be like big enough that it would come up on me. And I'm actually pretty lucky because it's one of the few outfits that I have taken pictures in before. So I will show you a side-by-side comparison right here. So here is how I looked. This was in November. I can't remember the day, so I'm going to put it right here. But this was in November that I took this picture. And then here is how I look in it now. So as you can probably see, it does fit different on me now. And these are different pants than I was wearing in this picture, but this is the same shirt, and it's pretty cool. So if you are on a weight loss journey of any kind, make sure you take pictures. It doesn't have to be like every single day kind of a thing, but take pictures because it really is just one more thing that you can measure your progress by, and it's really kind of fun to see. Now, I am going to update my goal board with you guys because I did not do it last time, and I actually really meant to, but I forgot. So I don't update it when I'm not on camera, but maybe I should start because I could have taken off these ones as well, but now I just get to take off these two. So I'll take off 257 and 256. I'm not taking off 255 yet because sadly it has come back. If I would have taken my stickers off without being on camera, then it would be gone. And then I would just, I don't know, I guess maybe it's a good thing I didn't take it off. I don't know. I do not know. But I would have taken off 3 more. So sad day. But I'll get there again. I will. I'm not discouraged. I'm just a little disappointed is all. So that is it for my video this week. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking the shot at life with me, even though sometimes it feels like the shot at life fails a little bit, but it's not a failure. It's just a setback, and I will keep going. So Thank you guys. See you next time.